All right, hello and good morning, everyone. I actually enjoyed this Harvest Moon game so much, I decided, you know what? I want to keep playing it. So we're going to play a little bit more Harvest Moon today. I figured out why I enjoyed this Harvest Moon so much, and it turns out that this Harvest Moon is actually the Harvest Moon. So if y'all didn't know, there was like this period of time where Harvest Moon got bought out and there was a split, and so some of the Harvest Moon was continued to be Harvest Moon under the name Harvest Moon, and the team who actually made Harvest Moon had to go and make the game under Story of Seasons. So there's actually like Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon. Good morning, Ben. So this game was actually made by the original Harvest Moon team, and that is why it is so good, is because it is the original crew. And that is why it is bearable, whereas most Harvest Moon games made nowadays are terrible and the Story of Seasons games are good. That is why this one is so good, is because it's made by the OGs. So that is why I am enjoying it so much. How are you doing this morning, Ben? What's good in your world today? This game reminds me of Dark Cloud for some reason. It's definitely got the same art style, and I would absolutely love if we got a Dark Cloud 1 or 2 remake. That would for sure be my game of the year, 100%. Dark Cloud, like building your city, everything about it was such a wonderful thing. We need more Dark Cloud in our life, and I don't think we'll ever see a Dark Cloud remake, but that would be like top 5 remakes of all time for certain for me. Might have found a girlfriend. That is excellent. Did you already ask her out? Look at that. All my viewers are getting girlfriends lately. You're like the third one to have gotten a girlfriend potentially. Maybe I'm lucky for that. Maybe I'm doing my civic duty to help people find significant others. Happy Good Friday also. It is Good Friday today. Last night on Lauder Thursday, also known as Good Thursday, was a beautiful service, and we got to have the blood, which they haven't really allowed a whole lot of, so our diocese gave some special permissions for people to have the blood, which was absolutely wonderful and beautiful and a great time. So very happy that we got that. I'm excited. Today it's so hard to say today is my favorite, because like it's all depressing and sad things, right? It's the death of Jesus. But also, one of my favorite things they do during this time is they take the cross down and then they hammer nails into it, like, you know, when they were crucifying Jesus. And seeing that is just such a powerful reminder of everything. So I'm always again excited. Happy isn't the right word for it, but it is like it's such a powerful thing in my life that I love to see. So I'm not happy about it, but I am happy about it. I don't know what the right word is to describe that feeling that you get. I'm gonna take her to see Project Hail movie Sunday. Okay. Tell me how that movie is, by the way. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but all I've seen people talking about it is that they were offended by the name Project Hail Mary and nothing about the actual movie itself. So I'd like to know if the movie is actually good as well. For those of you just joining us, this is Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. Apparently it was originally a DS game that they remade on Switch, and it's a remake of the original like Harvest Moon team, so it's actually a good game, a good Harvest Moon, which is rare to find these days. The book is crazy good. The only books I am reading right now are Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I heard that Dungeon Crawler Carl just got greenlit for a live TV series on Paramount Plus, and I am very, very, very nervous about that. I do not understand why they are going with a live action Dungeon Crawler Carl when it makes so much more sense to just do it in like animated, because they're gonna have to CGI the heck out of it, right? Because you've got Donut, you've got Mongo. Like, I don't see how a live action is going to succeed with all the different races and strange aliens and all that. It seems like it's just going to be one dude covered in CGI, and at that point, why not just make it animated so you can go crazy with it? I'm also nervous for there's more nudity than I care for in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and I'm confident that they are going to hammer home that nudity, because of course they're going to get great ratings for showing that sort of thing off. So I feel like they're going to really pivot into that, and I'm nervous that it's gonna be bad. I like Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm a super fan of all of it. I want to see more of it, but I just don't think they're going to do it justice with this series. So I guess we'll see, but my hopes are already at an all-time low for it. Dr. Stone came back yesterday. I need to watch Dr. Stone. I need to sit down and watch Dr. Stone, and the other one I need to watch is Demon Slayer. I've only watched the first 2 episodes of Demon Slayer, and I haven't gotten drawn into it. But the movie, the Demon Slayer movie, did so good that everyone was talking. Even people who don't watch Demon Slayer went and watched the movie. So I want to watch the Demon Slayer movie. So I guess if someone out there has seen it, can you enjoy the Demon Slayer movie without having watched Demon Slayer? Or is it better if you watch the whole movie first? Or the whole show first? I've also, a lot of people have been talking to me about Berserk, and I think it's time for me to sit down and read Berserk. Actually get the whole book and read through it. But I know that there's some really, really dark stuff in there, so... Sorry. Why are you hanging out in my windmill? What are you doing here? Find Isaac's lost item. Okay. That we can do. We want another windmill, so we will do that for you, Isaac. You can watch the movie and pick up immediately with the show after the movie ends. Does that mean the movie takes place before the show? Is it a prequel? Alright, should we make a ton of vinegar, or should we make a ton of rice flour? I think we're going to make vinegar, because we can use that to pickle a bunch of our crops, and we need to pickle our crops for money for the Grand Bazaar, so I think we're going to just make a ton of vinegar. The movie is literally the first few episodes of the show with no cuts. Exactly. Really? The Demon House? Is that... I don't mean to say, are you sure? But are you sure? Because I thought it was a whole different thing. It's kind of a bummer if it's just a recap of the first... how did it get so popular if it was just the first couple episodes, People hyped that up like no other. Alright, well, I guess we'll start with the movie then. That's awesome to hear. Ooh, we got some eggs. Let's put down some feed for you guys. Mugen Train movie is the first couple episodes of season 2. Okay. Excellent. Well, then I know what we are going to be watching. It's that, and then of course Invincible. But Emmy wants to wait until all the episodes of Invincible are out before we go and do that. So I'm very excited for Invincible. I heard Conquest comes back, so I'm very excited to see what comes next. Invincible is so good. Invincible is so good. The only thing... I 100% understand the complaints with this, and it's the same complaints that I know that My Hero Academia got. And that is, for the first 3.5 seasons, every episode is Mark getting his butt kicked. And people are like, well, what about the power scaling? Every single villain is beating Mark bloody. And, he's supposed to be darn near Superman, right? He's supposed to be this almost unbreakable monster of a man. His name is literally Invincible, and every episode is him getting his teeth kicked in. It's a slow burn. It's the same thing with, I get why people don't like My Hero Academia. If every episode of My Hero Academia is Deku crying and being beaten to a pulp, I can understand why people get frustrated with that so much. But there is a lot more to it. You just gotta get there. But yeah, Invincible is a must-watch series. Invincible and Blue Eye Samurai. If you watch nothing else this year, watch Invincible and watch Blue Eye Samurai. Both are such good shows. They are must-watch shows. Those are the ones I would probably recommend the most. Alright, we gotta go sell some stuff. Our storage is already full. Let's go water some stuff. Oh, we're out of water. That's why I was wondering why it wasn't watering. We're out of water. Okay. Let's grab some water. My man's name is Invincible, not Invulnerable. You want to see him get some W's, and Mark has a hard time getting some W's out there. He loses a lot. I'm sure that's going to change soon, but as it stands right now, Mark loses a lot. And I get why people don't want to watch a guy just lose his fights over and over again. That's what happens with Deku a lot, right? People got tired of seeing Deku break all his bones and go to the hospital crying again, right? They wanted their hero to be a hero, not somebody just getting beaten left and right. Though I have seen multiple people have come back and admitted that the end of My Hero Academia is the best ending to an anime we've gotten in quite a while. So people are finally coming around to the ending of My Hero Academia, which means, hey, you need to go watch My Hero Academia. Yes, the first couple seasons, Deku's crying gets a little annoying. Yes, it gets a little old. But after, like, Season 3, it just gets so good. I'm not one of those people like, oh, you just gotta get through the first 2 seasons. Like, the end of Season 1 is one of the coolest fights in all of anime. I will defend that with every fiber of my being. 500-year-old Mark, though, is on a completely different level than anyone else in the show.
Thank you.
The 4th Hokage. I am ashamed to admit I have never made it all the way through Naruto. I get about to the first tournament arc and I get turned off from it. There's so much filler. I need to get like that thing that lets you watch Naruto without all the filler. It cuts out all the garbage episodes. I need to watch it with a watch guide, basically. I think I need to watch I'm losing my mind here. I need to watch the Naruto without filler guide because I want to like Naruto. I want to get through Naruto. I want to enjoy Naruto, but so much filler. There's so much filler for Naruto. One of these days I will finish it. You need the filler for character development. All the fillers where you learn about Naruto's backstory. I mean, not to be rude to Naruto, but isn't his backstory that he was a neglected child and really sad because everyone hated him? Like, is there more to him than that? Because I feel like that is the entirety of Naruto. Like, is there actually more to him than that? Ooh, we can now order in things. We got a bunch of stuff. Ooh, we can order rice seeds, wheat seeds. Okay. Not much more, but there is more. Alright, we need to find this guy's tool bag so we can unlock the next windmill. So we need to go running around town and look for a lost tool bag. We also got a video from our person, so let's go see what she wants. What do you want from me?
So what if you have a little trouble talking to people?
Oh, she's getting lectured about her poor people skills.
Easy for you to say. People are like bees to honey with you. You just draw them in.
Well, I think talking to you is a lot of fun.
You know, it's a surprising anime I recommend that I never thought I would get into. Blue Period. It's on Netflix. It's very short. It's only like 20 episodes. It's a 1-season anime, But if you struggle with like depression and purpose in life, I think Blue Period is an absolutely incredible experience for someone who struggles with those sorts of things.
June, that's amazing. It looks
Him and Sasuke are two people who got reincarnated every generation. It plays into the lore of the world, how the Shinobi world came to be. Sasuke is the worst. I'm sure he gets better, but man, is it as an adult, I understand that Naruto is made for, preteens and teens, like it's that Shonen Jump age, young adult. It's not necessarily. It's so frustrating to watch Sasuke like, ugh, I'm such an edgy loner and no one understands me and all these women are flirting with me, but they could never understand my pain and sorrow. I'm such a bad boy. Like, oh man, it's so cringe to watch Sasuke sometimes.
If you like them that much,
So much cringe. There's only so much
kind of design.
edgelordism I can take.
I said I'm making it for you. I'll think of something.
You really do have.
But he's not the worst character in anime. Has anyone made a definitive list of the worst characters in anime? Like,
I have more motivation.
I know that Mineta from My Hero Academia belongs on that list.
Town of ours.
Whoever the perverted monk from Inuyasha who spends every episode trying to grope Kagura or whatever her name is belongs on that list. I'm pretty sure Krillin belongs on that list. Krillin always annoyed me a whole lot.
Chatting, okay?
Let's see, who else is absolutely unbearable in anime? There's a lot of them. Oh, also, more exciting anime news. I heard that I'm going to mess up the pronunciation of this, the mangakaka, the manga master who made Full Metal Alchemist, got commissioned for a new anime, and it's being produced by Bones. And of course, Bones has been out here mad producing some good anime, so we're getting a new something from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. And I am very, very, very hyped for that. Full Metal is, without a doubt, one of the most legendary anime manga of all time, and for good reason. It is an incredible experience from start to finish. So,
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what she comes up with. Alright, he wants silver, he wants lapis lazuli, and I get a tent for it. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll find that eventually. Silver is at a premium right now, my dude. I don't know if you're going to be getting any of that anytime soon, because I need silver to upgrade my axe. So that goes first, and then you can have my leftover scraps. There's a bad dad of anime. I mean, that is a for sure trope, right? No father. Deku doesn't have a father. Full Metal Alchemist, I mean, I guess they have a father, but they don't really have a father. That's like a whole trope. Goku is probably the worst father in all of anime. Piccolo's a better father than him, but we don't talk about that. Piccolo was always my favorite growing up. I know that I was the underdog, but everyone loved Goku and Vegeta, but I enjoyed Piccolo. Goku, Yoroji Hanma, the guy from Full Metal Alchemist who turned his kid into a chimera. Okay. This is going to be my most unpopular opinion. I feel like Shao Tucker, who turned his kid into a chimera, yes, that was evil. Yes, that was bad. I feel like he's overhated for that. Like, people talk about like it's the most traumatic and horrible scene in all of anime, and really, it's really not that bad. Like, in the scale of all of anime and all the horrors of anime and things that people do in anime, I feel like turning your kid into a dog hybrid is probably pretty low on the the actual totem pole of bad things. I feel like he gets, not that what he did wasn't bad, but I feel like it's overhated. Yeah, he advanced science. He basically helped the Elric brothers along their journey, whether we want to admit it or not. So like, there are worse beings who have done worse things in anime. It's once again, whenever there's a dog involved, people always like lose their mind. Like, no, it's the same thing. Like, I can pet the dog. It's the best game ever. It's Shao Tucker hurt the dog, therefore he's the worst person ever. Like, Shao Tucker, he's a bad dude, but overhated. Shao Tucker is simply overhated. There are worse, more evil people in anime than Shao Tucker. That's all I'm saying. Like Frieza, for example. How many planets did Frieza blow up? Like, Frieza is a mass genocide maniac who destroyed billions of lives, if not more. Shouldn't Frieza be higher up on like the hate list for that? Or yeah, Oppenheimer for making the first. Like, there are people who have done much worse than Shao Tucker. I feel like he's just a little overhated. That being said, he's still a bad dude. Shao Tucker's still a little evil. Got some evil tendencies there. Also, speaking, since we're just going to talk about anime today, apparently, on the topic of anime, Digimon is getting a new mobile release that appears to be a remake of the old Digimon handheld Tamagotchis, bringing it into the modern era. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. I'm excited to see what they make with their Tamagotchis in games. I've always liked Digimon, but you know, it never got as popular as Pokemon, so I'm excited to see they're still out here making things. So, very excited to see what they come up with.
Nice.
Ah, we found Isaac's lost item. Perfect. Where is Isaac at? Over by the windmill, I think. Alright. Have you ever seen Death March to Parallel Rhapsody? No, I've never heard of that. I've seen Death Note. Death Note is one of those animes. I will watch Death Note on a yearly rotation. Like every 6 to 8 months, maybe a year at max, my body's just like, huh. You know what you haven't watched in a while is Death Note. Why don't you go watch some Death Note? But honestly, after watching it all the way through, I feel like the best place to end Death Note is in the scene with the father holding the gun to Light Yagami's head. Like, I feel like that's the perfect place to stop watching it, because like the second act of Death Note is nowhere near as good as the first act. Once L's out of the picture, it's not nearly as good. Watch it if you like isekai. I'm half and half on isekai. I don't mind isekai. I like the idea of isekai, but I don't like how every isekai is, here's a totally average dude who's making just a harem of women. Like every isekai seems to be, here's just a harem of women that all inexplicably love this guy with no personality and no discernible features. Like, one of my favorite things in anime to do, look it up. If you look up, is this Kirito? And you'll find tons and tons of pictures of generic black-haired swordsman anime characters, and you can't tell which one's Kirito and which one's not, because they're all the same, right? You might not like this one. I'm not a fan of harem anime. That is call it my fatal flaw. I'm not a fan of the harem anime. Especially like Shield Hero, Rising of Shield Hero, like how he has to go purchase slaves, and he purchases female slaves and basically grooms them to be his party. Like, it's kind of like if you put more than 5 seconds of thought into, you're like, wait a second, that's kind of messed up, like on multiple levels. That's really kind of a messed up premise. So that one's always a little strange to me. Like there's this thing where people say like, oh, that's the author's barely disguised fetish. That's kind of what some of those isekais feel like, is, oh, this is just the author's barely disguised fetish, isn't it? He had no other choice, but he only had no other choice because that's how they wrote the story. They could have wrote the story any other way. So I don't accept that as a valid excuse, because they could have found any other. They couldn't think of anything other than he needs to groom the children. It's absolutely vital to the plot that he grooms the children. Like they couldn't think of anything else. No, not a single other thing. All right, we've got 3 silver. We need 2 more silver. We gotta plant some turnips. One of those kids is a chicken. I barely made it through. I think I only made it through like half of season 1. So maybe it gets better. Maybe I didn't give it an honest to goodness full chance. But like I said, that kind of turned me off from it a little bit. But all anime has, not all, most anime has some cringe things that sometimes, if you're gonna watch anime, you just have to accept that sometimes there's gonna be some cringe, bad, and weird things in your anime, right? Like just sometimes there's just some cringe in your anime, and there's nothing you can do about it. We can finish that. We need to give some presents. We need to own some animals. We need some ore, and we need to make some food for that guy. Okay, we got plenty on our plate today. I'm also excited for. I heard that we're gonna get a remake of Spice and Wolf, and I watched a few parts of Spice and Wolf. It's a little dated, and it could definitely use some pacing and some modern innovation. But I remember Spice and Wolf being pretty good, except for she gets naked all the time. I don't understand. Once again, it's one of those anime tropes. Why does she need to get naked all the time? We can do without that. But I think Spice and Wolf deserves a good modern remake. I think that'll be good. What am I doing here? Planting turnips, that's what we're doing. It's all. Oh, the remake's already out? Is it on Crunchyroll? Where's the remake at? I wasn't aware it was already out. Another one, Grimgar and Ash. That one deserved more seasons. That one got the short end of the stick on that. Alright, we don't have any energy for that. Let's go get this going, then we gotta go give some gifts. Yeah, I can only watch things legally, so I do not know. Let's make some soy sauce. Make a bottled walnut. Good. Okay, we got what we need there. Now we need to go give out. Is it just called Spice and Wolf, or is it like Spice and Wolf the next chapter? Or does it have any fancy name, or is it literally just like Spice and Wolf remake?
nice.
Here, dude, have a flower. I need to give gifts, so take...
Wow, thank you. This is great.
Oh, well, I found what he loves, apparently, so go me. Same title? Okay, excellent. I am hyped for that. I will go enjoy that one. Here, you can have some mint.
Here.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank you.
She loves it. Here, old lady, you can have some mint. Take my garbage so I can complete this quest.
It is too.
Okay. Well, let's find more people to give more garbage to. We also got to sell some metals.
Welcome.
Here, you buy my garbage. We need to sell that one, and we can sell that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. There was one I was watching not long ago about sugar fairies or something. Was it Sailor Moon? Here, dude.
Here.
I'm still convinced this guy's a vampire. Like, well-dressed, red eyes, like, clearly dude's a vampire, right? Like, we can all agree that dude is a vampire.
Here.
Right. Thank you.
The King, hello! Welcome in. How's it going today?
I guess.
We're talking about anime, so drop any anime thoughts, hot takes, whatever it is, where we're just talking anime today. Doing good? Good. It is Good Friday, so it is a good day to be doing good. This girl who made art from sugar and was like a sought-after skill in the world, and they had fairy. There is a resurgence. I don't know if resurgence is the right word. There is a lot of anime now about cooking. Like, I don't know if Food Wars just influenced everyone, but now we have all these, like, cooking in another world. I have a high-level cooking in another world. I'm a princess and I'm not allowed to cook, so I must cook. Like, there's, like, a whole bunch of cooking shows that are now coming out, and I swear it's all thanks to Food Wars. Food Wars and Delicious in Dungeon have spawned a genre of people who want cooking stuff. KFC is here. Good morning, KFC. Oh boy, we get another cutscene. What's going on today?
Greetings.
Tomorrow is the annual tea party. Mingle over tea and sweets. Contribute some sort of tea for the festivities.
Indeed.
Craft your own signature blend of tea. Okay. Can you give garlic to that vampire guy? I haven't found any garlic yet, but I'm sure we can.
I'll be counting on
Abdelar, hello. I'm not sure what you're saying. I cannot read that, but good morning or good afternoon. Happy Good Friday as well. Water all the plants. And hopefully we'll have enough stamina to fertilize some stuff afterwards. Looks like we do, so let's get this fertilizer out of my bag. There we go. Have some fertilizer. You can have some fertilizer. Alright, we got all that out. Let's go silver hunting and gift giving once more. And we've got our stuff coming up here soon, so we will be making some profits very soon. And I guess we gotta grow tea for next year. I dare say, like, Stardew Valley is still, like, the king of all these games. Like, Stardew Valley has done this genre so good, but this one's up there with Stardew Valley. I think this one's done a great job, especially for how old it is, a remake of an old game. But Moonlight Peaks is coming out here soon, and I'm very excited to see what they do with Moonlight Peaks. I'm very excited to see if that game can turn out good, because so many games, like, the cozy genre has become so lazy, like, in the way of, like, oh, we're making cozy games, and it just becomes, like, really, really sloppy games, you know? It's just like, oh, there's some people to meet, and you can water things, buy our game, you know? It seems like they're kind of lazy sometimes, so I'm always excited for games that are cozy with good effort put into them. Yeah, the double jump is a very good addition. The watering 9 plants, aura farming, like, there's some great upgrades. There's more upgrades to come. There's a glider upgrade. Like, there's actually a progression system that feels really nice and not just, like, tacked on for the sake of it. Like, it actually feels like a good and useful progression system, so I'm very happy with how this game has turned out. I want more of this. That's I'm hoping Moonlight Peaks delivers, because I really feel like that game can deliver. Alright, let's give our gifts. We need to give out 20 gifts before the next bazaar starts on Saturday. So we've got a lot of gift giving to do. And my screen just died. Give me 1 second to refresh that. There we go. Here you go.
Here. Great. Thank you.
Take that flower. You, little boy. I need to unlock bug hunting, so I guess we need to be better friends. So have some mint.
Here.
Good job, Kevin. You liked the mint. You did your job. See, who else wants some garbage? Let's go find more people to pass my garbage off onto. Did Abdal leave? He was spamming some stuff and then he disappeared, so I don't know what happened to him. Here, take this mint. And you have a chamomile flower.
Here. My howdy.
Alright, Ben, thanks for hanging out this morning. Have a great day. Thanks for chatting. Everyone else has been kind of quiet today, so I appreciate you talking anime with me. Always love talking about anime. Even though people hate my anime opinions, I will take it. Roblox is getting banned in the Philippines, maybe for good reason, but there's actually a lot of good games on Roblox I love playing, so I might just use a VPN. What's happening with the Philippines and Roblox? Is it because of all the controversy, or they do something else? I know that I heard that Rec Room apparently is getting shut down. And it's like Roblox but in VR, and apparently they couldn't find a way to make it profitable, and that might be the nail in the coffin, unfortunately, for VR. Like, VR has always been niche, and this might be the final blow for it. Were you guys talking about Sailor Moon? Oh, I brought up Sailor Moon because we were trying to name an anime. I like Sailor Moon. I haven't gone back and rewatched it, but as a kid, I really liked Sailor Moon, so I don't know if it's actually good or not, but I enjoyed it as a kid. So we got some fodder. Our potatoes and strawberries are growing good. I didn't realize the date. I'm going to lose all these crops. I did a very bad. I wasted a bunch of money. I'm a terrible farmer. All right, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Great, we got 2 days until the festival. Do we have anything to sell at the festival? I'm feeling like we're running low on things to sell at the festival, so let's make some mayonnaise. I guess we could make some perfume, but it doesn't sell for a whole lot. What else can we sell? Need some onions. Okay. I think we're gonna miss the time on this one, so that's my bad. We could make some jewelry. If I can get more silver, we can make some jewelry, but silver is just so rare that it's hard to be a silversmith. Let's see if we can find some. I need one more to upgrade my axe, and then maybe it'll be a little less rare. Attack on Titan's another one I need to do. I need to really sit. I always get through season 1 and then end it. I need to watch Attack on Titan all the way through. It has been too long and too hard. I need to get through it. Long distance relationships be so hard. You never get to do the things you said in those messages. Yeah, I definitely agree. Long distance relationships are hard. All I ever see about long distance relationships are on people on Reddit talking about how they end in flames. So hopefully that is not the case for you. But I understand that long distance relationships are very tough. Though apparently I'm out of touch, old man. Apparently the kids these days are doing, like, I learned about Discord sleepovers. Bubble's here. Welcome in, Bubble. Happy Good Friday. Apparently there's this thing called Discord sleepovers where people, like, sit in, like, the Discord voice chat and they like talk to each other and like watch movies until they fall asleep, and apparently like that's a whole vibe for this next generation. Apparently I had no idea such a thing existed, but apparently it exists. How are they going to put their friend's hand in water to make them pee? I guess you just have to ask them to do it. You say, hey bro, I'm pranking you tonight, so I need you to fall asleep with your hand in water as a prank. I get it, sort of, like, as Emmy and I are talking about having kids and all that, one of the things that we always talk about is, like, how do you manage sleepovers as a parent? Like, you don't want your kid to be stunted and not have a social life. You want them to be able to go over and hang out with friends and have a sleepover, but, TikTok has exposed the whole world. Like, there's people who go to hotels and clean their underwear by brewing the underwear in coffee makers. So, like, how do you trust your kid at someone else's house? And how many people are just like, oh yeah, that's creepy Uncle Terry. Just don't leave the girls alone with him and it'll be okay. But we let him live with us. Like, I don't understand how parents trust other parents enough to let their kids sleep over there. You know, it seems like a recipe for disaster. I don't know how they stomach it. Alright, I think we can get the silver axe upgrade. They can have sleepovers at your house only, and they can hang out at their friend's house until 10 or 11, but no sleeping. That's our rule. But see, like, how do you explain that, like, to the other parents? Like, well, no, I don't trust you enough to let my kid sleep over there, but you can trust me enough that your kid can sleep over here. Like, you know, it needs to go both ways. Because, like, how insulting is that? Like, having to have that conversation, like, well, my kid likes your kid, they have fun together, so he can hang out over there, but I don't trust you enough to let him sleep over there. But if you trust me, they can sleep over here. And, like, I feel like no one will trust us enough for that, simply because, like, we're Catholic, and I know that Catholics have, like, that whole reputation, so I would understand why people be like, oh, you're you're Catholic, so I don't trust our kid to sleep over there. Like, I understand what you're saying, because Catholicism has this bad reputation, so I understand where you're coming from. So I just feel like that's going to be tough. Not your problem to explain it to the friend's parents. I mean, that is also true. That is also true. You can just say, I don't owe you an explanation, middle finger, but also, like, I understand how that won't necessarily go over well with the parents either, so... Oh wait, today's tea day, right? We need to go back to the center square to do tea. I almost forgot about tea day. Every parent has rules that others can find weird. That is definitely true. I remember one homeschooled kid that I hung out with. His parent had a rule: we could play Medal of Honor and we could shoot people, but we couldn't shoot them in the groin, because that was rude. So we could play this violent war video game and we could kill the people, but you couldn't shoot them in the groin. That was a step too far. What game is this? This is Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. Apparently it was originally a Nintendo DS game, and they have remade it onto the Switch. So this is a remake of an old game, and it is very good. It is a very good remake. Alright, where did the tea go? Here we go. We got tea leaves. So do I just give this guy the tea leaves?
For you.
I thank you.
I think he just stole my tea leaves. I think I just messed that up.
Eat as much
The way I'd only be doing crotch shots. And I mean, Medal of Honor, that was yes, it is on both Switch systems. That was Medal of Honor, of course, was overshadowed by Call of Duty, but they were ahead of the game, and like when you shot people in different areas, they reacted different ways, so it was very, very good for that. So, you know, they had some great things. I don't think they make Medal of Honor anymore. I think Medal of Honor is fully gone, but the old Medal of Honor games weren't bad.
Greetings.
Oh, I messed up. Yep, I gave him the tea leaves early. I ruined the tea festival. I messed up. The tea is ruined. Whoops. And apparently this Harvest Moon was made by the old Harvest Moon team. So I was talking about earlier, you know, Harvest Moon got bought out, and the original team who made Harvest Moon went on to make Story of Seasons because they weren't allowed to use the words Harvest Moon anymore. And the new Harvest Moon games are really bad, and the Story of Seasons is what that is. So this was Harvest Moon before the split. So that is why it is such a good game. Like, this is probably the best Harvest Moon I've played in a long time. I did mess up. I ruined the festival. So we're just going to go to bed. That is the millennial way of handling it. We made a mistake, so we're just going to sleep it off. Ooh, thank you for the eggs. Lots of eggs. Why is this chicken, Pablo Jr., keeps getting upset? Why are you upset? What do you get upset about every day, Pablo? I don't understand why you're so upset all the time. EA shelved Medal of Honor because it was underperforming. I mean, to be fair, there was a period of time where like everyone was making World War II and military shooters. So like, I understand why it started to underperform, because people were sick of it, right? We played it, we've dealt with it, we've done that. There's only so many times you can explore World War II shooters, right? So maybe if they came back and made something new and exciting with it, you know, it could be something. But I understand why people got burnt out from that. Somehow something can be infinitely funnier if you just swear, and I don't know what it is. It's like that episode of SpongeBob, right? They're sentence enhancers. So in the right context, in the right way, definitely. And all the videos of kids swearing, I don't know how you don't crack up at that. You know, how do you teach your 3-year-old not to drop F-bombs when it's absolutely hilarious the way that they do it, you know? Ooh, we got a Purdot. We needed one of those, so that is perfect. My kid swears like a sailor. That's probably fun for preschool. Started playing COD because I fell in love with the zombie mode. I feel like Medal of Honor has too little besides multiplayer. I heard that apparently someone had found a beta copy of Grand Theft Auto 4 at a flea market that contained a early build of a zombies mode in the game files. And I think we need more of that. Like Grand Theft Auto has gone stale and is pretty awful now. But Grand Theft Auto Undead Nightmare, like the Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, I think that would be awesome. I would definitely play Grand Theft Auto 5 Zombies mode. We're at the playground and these two kids started picking on him. And he screams, "Let's get those effers," and he called them poop heads. I just had to stand up at a bench and pretend he didn't belong to me. I will say, Grand Theft Auto Online, as popular as it is, for what reason I don't know. It kind of sucks in my opinion. But Grand Theft Auto Online is the worst thing to ever happen to Grand Theft Auto, because now they don't have to make zombies mode. They don't have to make new things. They don't have to innovate. They know that they can just sit there and milk the Card Shark, Game Shark cards on the Grand Theft Auto Online website, so they don't have to innovate or make good things anymore, because why would they? Why would they make good things? Because apparently they can just make passive money off of people who... Why do people even like... What? The Card Shark just gives you money, which you make from playing missions, and there's only so much stuff to buy, so like why are people dropping millions of dollars on Grand Theft Auto Online in the first place? Like what appeal is there to buying money in Grand Theft Auto Online? So it's kind of like the horse armor, right? Like it's in itself, it's not a bad thing, but because so many people have come to depend on the money, that's like, well, why make a new game when we can just sell cards online? Shark cards or whatever they are. Same thing with Blizzard. Why make new content when we can just sell housing items for $1 million? Alright, the bazaar is today. Let's go make some money. Let's go grab all of our stuff. Our turnips are here. GTA 6 will be similar to Roblox and Fortnite. People will probably just make their own custom mods and sell them. I have said since the beginning that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be a letdown and that it's not going to live up to the hype and it's just going to be a giant boring sandbox that people get bored of after a few days. I stand by that. I do not think Grand Theft Auto 6 will be as great as everyone thinks it's going to be. Alright, let's go put these turnips in the machine. Actually, we might end up selling these turnips, actually. Let's see what we got to sell first. There we go. Let's see what kind of profits we can make today. We've got a topaz. We've got 25 pickled potatoes that are trending. We need the Purdot, so we can't sell that. I guess we could sell the vinegar, but that would be a huge waste. So let's not. They'd be better off ending GTA altogether and making a new Red Dead Redemption game. That's probably absolutely true. What could you possibly use 1 billion USD in develop for that makes sense? Take that, take that. We'll take those. Yeah, I don't think game developers need $1 billion to make a good game. Cuz like look at what was that pirate game? I blank out. Sales and Bones or whatever that Ubisoft made. They call it the first quadruple A game that they spent a couple like $1 billion developing, and it's basically dead on arrival that no one cares about it because it's such a bad game. Like Skull and Bones, that one, yeah. That one died real fast. That one did real bad. I played the demo of it. I did not buy the real game after playing the demo. Alright, let's see. We're going to put in stock. We want to put in bottled walnuts, mayonnaise, soy sauce, pickled potatoes, more mayonnaise, turnips. I guess we could sell that. Well, I don't really want to sell those. Sell a little bit of copper. Okay. We gotta wait until 10 to sell. AC Black Flag was a way better game from way before. Well, good news, KFC. They are remaking Black Flag. The new Black Flag is gonna hopefully be so good. I hope they expand the ship combat. I hope we get more sea shanties. They are remaking Black Flag. We are for sure getting a Black Flag remake. And I could not be more hyped. You know what else they should remake? Sid Meier's Pirates. Sid Meier's Pirates is such a good game that is stuck in the past. I feel like if they made the sailing from Black Flag and like the ship combat from Black Flag, but like the complex intricacies of like the politics and the sailing and selling of Sid Meier's Pirates, I feel like there's going to be a good game somewhere in there. Oh, you know what? While we're here, we need to redecorate because we got... We can put down a second counter. Put down a sign. That. Okay. We decorated a little bit, so our stuff's going to sell a little bit better. Now we got to wait just a few minutes. Also, don't forget for all the Catholics out there, no meat today. No meat. Easy for me because I'm a vegetarian, but for the rest of y'all, fasting and abstinence today. Just a few more minutes, 10 more minutes, and we're going to make some money.
How lovely.
Already had a pepperoni pizza. You're not alone in the amount of people who always forget no meat on Fridays. There's a reason so many websites and stuff do reminders because people always forget. All right, everyone, come grab the stock.
Nice.
Put down some mayonnaise.
Way cool.
Last no meat day is hype, but fish is allowed. fish is allowed. I've always kind of felt that it defeats the purpose.
Great.
So many exceptions. Especially like certain dioceses make things like capybara meat, alligator meat. So there's a lot of exceptions. I don't eat fish either. I definitely feel like fish is nasty. I'm not a fan of fish. I like the idea Catholic rice bowls as a charity. I really like what they do, which is they encourage you to fast and only eat a bowl of rice. And then once you've eaten the bowl of rice, you donate the money that you would have spent on a regular meal that day to people who don't have a meal. I've always really liked that that thought process. We've been getting Thai every Friday, which is our tradition at this point. I do love Thai food. Thai food is very good.
Bye-bye.
I'm a big fan of Thai food. I'm pregnant, can't do that. Need nutrients for the baby. That is fair. There's always exception for pregnant and like sickness, elderly, all those things. Those are always good exceptions. It's always good to have exceptions. All right, I think I sold out of everything. I think we're going to use our money today. We need to buy two more. We need 2 more chickens, and we need to expand our plot of land so that we can grow more, because we are limited on how much we can grow in a season right now. So we need a bigger growing area. So let's go talk to the guy about that. You.
Welcome.
Give me a field expansion.
Welcome, welcome.
And now it's summer, so they said pickled. Wait, what's hot this season? Wait. Trends for this. Oh, it's still spring, so I guess we'll wait until tomorrow, maybe 1 or 2 days. We'll wait to buy crops until we know it's going to be hot.
Yes, welcome.
Someone told me that you can break fasting on Ramadan when you're traveling. Is there something like that with Good Friday? Typically not. There are exceptions for like if you're sick, pregnant, those sort of things, but I don't believe that just traveling in itself will be a good enough reason to break a fast. I'm trying to think. I don't think traveling in itself. I know that a lot of people will use that excuse for like, oh well, we're traveling so we can miss mass. Like there's almost no reason to miss mass for traveling. Like there's so many masses at so many different times. I don't know that is a good reason to miss mass. We can make some tea. We can make some wheat. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to buy seeds. We're gonna wait until next. We just need to go sleep for a day or two. Yeah, I've heard that you can break Ramadan fast for a period as well. But I don't know all the rules of the Ramadan. I haven't been to Mass in at least 6 years. Well, the good news is Easter's coming right up, and Easter's a perfect time to go back to Mass. It is a beautiful and wonderful Mass, so that is a good one to go to if you haven't been in a while. It gets a little busy, and it gets a little She needs wool. Okay, well, I guess I need an alpaca. All right, I guess we are going back and we're going to go buy a alpaca for that. Should we buy the sheep or we should buy the alpaca? Which one for wool?
Yes.
There's a Lutheran church nearby, so why not? Get the alpaca? Alright. Alpaca it is. I'm trying to figure out how to word this correctly, so forgive me if I'm not doing it correctly. I wouldn't call the Lutheran service a mass. You know, the Protestants don't have mass. Protestants have community and gathering, but the beauty of the mass, it comes from the apostolic succession, which gives us the ability to have the Eucharist, which is the fully present body, blood, soul, and divinity of our Lord Jesus Christ. So the Lutherans don't have that. They've got I don't even know what you would call it. A gathering? They have... It's not a mass. Let's see, what was it? Oh, we need to go check out the alpaca. I don't know if I have any alpaca feed. Do we need a separate thing for them? Oh look, our little chicken grew up to it's a
Cute.
It's a nice little void chicken now. All right, we'll pet you. Pet you.
There.
Pet you.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, we don't have any animal feeds, so... Pet you, and then we're gonna brush you. There we go. Alright, everyone, come this way. We can't buy feed until tomorrow anyway, so maybe if we... I know I grew this, so if we sickle this, will this give us feed? Yeah, we got some fodder. I wouldn't know either. We don't distinguish between the two in German, so it's probably just lost in translation, or I'm a little uneducated. Well, I mean, the Germany is ripe with a lot of heresy right now, so that definitely doesn't surprise me. The German Catholic Church is definitely struggling as of late with a lot of heresies and other issues. So the difference is, as a quick rundown, so there was Jesus, of course, and Jesus founded a church, and he founded that church by giving it to Peter, right? So he went to Peter and said, "You are my rock, upon you I will build this church." And that is where he founded the Catholic Church. And then sometime in, I want to say 1400, but it might be 1700, I don't remember. At some point in there was a Catholic named Martin Luther, who was a priest, who had some problems with the Catholic Church, because there are problems with the Catholic Church 100%. And so he started the Protestant movement, the protest movement, where he went and split away from the church and founded the Lutherans and the Protestants and all that, and broke away from the church, forming his own thing, and it's only spiraled out of control since then. Alright, we fed him for 20 days, so we can put the rest in there. That's a brief history. Obviously there's a lot more to it, but but because they don't have that original apostolic succession from Peter, they don't have the ability to consecrate the Eucharist, and that's like the whole point of the Mass. The Mass is a celebration of the Last Supper. It is a celebration of the sacrifice of Christ. It is a celebration of all that God has given us, and without that, it's not a Mass. Alright, we don't need to go to that thing. We know we didn't do good. We didn't sell enough. Catholic Church is very unpopular here. A lot of people leave the church. Yeah, the Catholic Church is very unpopular in Germany, and the Catholic Church that does exist in Germany is failing their parishioners on a lot of different levels because they keep trying to preach heresies and they keep trying to do all sorts of wrong things. So the Catholic Church in Germany needs a little bit of help. A lot of bit of help. Alright, we need to wait one more day for that to become available. We have enough wind today. I think we can go harvest some gold, though, so let's go check that out. My mom is refusing to go to Mass with us this year. It's going to be a Lutheran Mass this year just so she can get communion that's not real. Not be told she can't take it. That is a frustration. Good morning, by the way, Amy. It is weird because your mom's not alone in that. I know there's a lot of people who say that, well, I don't want to go to Catholic Church because I'm not allowed to take communion there and I deserve my communion. And like, they just force, like, I have to get communion. I deserve my communion, but they don't understand anything about it. Okay, you guys want that. You guys want that. Okay. Alright, we made the harvest sprites happy by giving them weeds and mint. Go figure. Hatchet's not strong enough. I have a silver hatchet. Alright, I guess we can get gold and silver now. Would it kill you to stream, Emmy? It might. Social anxiety is it would kill her computer is out of date. That is definitely a truth. We need to upgrade that thing, but the problem is new computer, Italy. New computer, Italy. Though I am still afraid that those new prices for flying are going to be too high to be able to fly this year. I'm really nervous about airline costs. But y'all see Vegas. Vegas is running a new special right now. They're so desperate for people to come visit Vegas that the hotel is offering for $330. You get a 2-night stay, 3 meals a day, and a show ticket for 2 to a Las Vegas show, and no resort fees. And that's a pretty awesome deal. $330. You get to go see a show. You get to stay at the Excalibur. You get to hit up the buffet. Like, I'm considering that. It's not bad. Not a bad deal. My desire to watch Emmy stream trumps you wanting to go to Italy. You can watch me decorate my WoW house for... I was just going to say that you could stream WoW. WoW streaming is coming back. People are into the World of Warcraft streaming. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily hate going to Vegas, but there's a couple things I really want to buy. So, you know, I gotta really figure out where I'm going to spend my money. Which reminds me, Bubble. Bubble, you haven't got to see this. Bubble. Behold the long Furby.
Furby hear that? To learn Furbish, press Furby front foot.
Hey there.
Fart piano! Press Furby front foot to play.
Right? It's so adorable. I love the long Furby. And it can rest around my neck.
Furb's used car?
It's my new streaming buddy.
Seems a little sus, though. Like and subscribe.
Look, I even said like and subscribe. It's perfect for streaming.
Wiggle time! Make like a noodle, Nula.
It links up to all of my other Furbies, so all of my Furbies can have a Furby party. So happy I'm working now. Maybe you need this break. We'll make our own, so stop Frankensteining them together at home in your basement. Also, Emmy, you said Invincible spoilers, and my phone was like, bet, and now my phone keeps sending me Invincible spoilers.
There.
Unfortunately, our jobs don't recognize Good Friday as a day off. They should. So I saw the next fight, unfortunately. Oh, we scraped it in. We scraped it. We got our harvest of strawberries on the day before they were going to go away. Perfect timing. Both Monday and today are national holidays. I wish. This is America. We don't believe in national holidays and giving people days off. Like, it's so sad. Emmy and I were talking about how much, like, when companies close on Christmas, we like applaud. They're like, "Wow, good for them for." It shouldn't be a good for them for closing on Christmas. That should just be right. That should just be how society is. So it's sad that that's where we're at. But yeah, we don't get holidays for holidays. My work closed down. Hubby has work though. The AI never rests. Alright, I got a ton of strawberries. What can we do with the strawberries? Can we make pickled strawberries? I don't think we can, but we're going to try. Ooh, yes, we need to make this. We need to make this chartreuse brooch. Let's make that. Alright, strawberry... Pickled radishes. No. Turnips. No. Okay. I could make more strawberry seeds, but that doesn't seem very helpful. What else can I do with strawberries? That sounds gross. You'd love it. Oreo released pickle Oreos for April Fools. I want to try those. They sound delicious. Let's see. We can make egg drop soup. We can make boiled eggs. We don't want any of that. Alright, apparently I messed up in growing the strawberries because there's simply nothing I can do with all these strawberries, so... I guess let's go check out the blue windmill and see what we can do with that. Strawberry salsa with chocolate chips. You're insane, crepes. We have 12 national holidays this year. I sometimes do have to work. I would love to live in Europe, especially Italy, obviously because of the Vatican. But I would love to have like all the national holidays, the European 1 month vacation when it turns like, was it July or September where they just shut down for a month? Like, I would not mind living in one of those places. I would not mind that at all. Here we go. Alright, give us something good here. What can we make out of our strawberries? Please give us... Oh, we can get honey. Honeys, pickled pumpkins, pickled corn, pickled cucumbers, pickled red bell peppers, pickled eggplants, spice, mochi. Yeah, we can just... Basically, we can turn the strawberries into seeds. That's a huge bummer that this is a bumper crop of nothingness. Wait. Yogurt? Fruit yogurt? We can make fruit yogurt, but we don't have the stuff for yogurt. We can make herby mayonnaise. That sounds horrible. There's really nothing to do with my strawberries? I guess I'll just go sell them and we'll start again next month. Oh, someone got a message deleted. People being naughty out here today? What did I miss? Can you turn your horses into glue? Unfortunately not. This isn't Umamasame. Oh, alright. People out here being naughty.
Please.
Wasn't fan friendly. Well, thank you. Thank you for deleting it. I guess we should turn our mayonnaise into herb mayonnaise. Now, it seems like not a lot of... It wasn't a lot of... It's a lot of work for not a whole lot of payoff, you know? Let's make some mayonnaise. Now watch me whip. Now watch me mayonnaise. It is a good soundtrack. I will say Stardew Valley's soundtrack is probably better, but Stardew Valley, I mean, Stardew Valley is a once-in-a-lifetime, it's a generational game, right? It's something absolutely amazing, so... Still, I think probably out of all video games, I would say that soundtrack is the most overlooked. A good soundtrack is so important for a game. Stardew Valley, incredible. Chrono Trigger, incredible. Final Fantasy, incredible. Even World of Warcraft has a pretty incredible soundtrack. Like, I feel like so many people overlook a good soundtrack is key to making a great game. Ramon wants to tell me about the pet show on Summer 3. Okay. Yeah, Haunted Chocolatier looks so good, but I don't know. He still says that he wants to work on Stardew Valley, so there is a real chance that we will never get Haunted Chocolatier, you know? There's a good chance that we're just stuck with Stardew Valley for all of ever. Oh, there's so many kitty choices. Look how adorable they are. Let's grab our Kiki.
Yes.
Here, we'll give him a timeout for 5 minutes. Now he won't be able to post for 5 minutes.
Yes, yes.
It'll be the same engine as Stardew, so he already has half the work done. It's just getting him to work on it. He's said so many times that he's done working on Stardew Valley, and then he goes back and works on Stardew Valley instead, you know? So that's the problem, is getting him to work on Stardew Valley. Alright. The pet has pet food. The cat has been loved. Now we'll go... Where are my chickens? I'm missing chickens. That's not good.
There, there.
Oh, cute.
Oh, they're hiding in the food. Okay.
There, there.
It's great that he's working on Stardew. I'm glad he still loves Stardew, but he has promised us another game, and I'd like to see him start working on the other game, because Haunted Chocolatier sounds so good. Alright, more mayonnaise. All the people crave the mayonnaise. We're still working on the brooch. Or broach, I guess, is probably the right way to say that. Ooh, we got some churros. Alright, the summer trends are perfumes, sweet drinks, white crops, and tree bugs and fireflies. Alright. What is a white crop we can grow for summer? I guess we're going to go check that out. We can make a lot of perfume. We can... I guess we could just make flowers and turn all the flowers into perfume. Maybe that's... Get behind the counter and start selling seeds. It is the first day of summer, Miguel. We do not have time. We do not have time for this nonsense. Miguel. So hungry. Are you fasting all day, or are you going to have a little snack at some point?
Welcome, welcome.
Alright, pumpkins are not white. Tomatoes are not white. Radishes are not white. Fish bait, oil. Alright, can we order in? Can't do radishes. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna do perfumes. So let's buy some flowers for perfume. And let's buy some... pumpkins. Alright, all of our money is gone. We have spent all of the money. Let's do it. Let's go make some money.
Why is it so...
Ooh, there's new ore. Okay, ore grows in new places in summer. Maybe we'll have a better chance to get some silver. Between Lent and wisdom teeth removal, that's all I've had this summer. Yeah, my surgery is at the end of this month, and I am not looking forward to it. That is going to be a rough time.
There.
Ooh, we found an agate. Alright. Seeds. We're gonna run out of stamina to do this. We're gonna run out of ability to grow things. Wait, we got churros. We can eat for an energy boost. Maybe we're gonna have to chug some.
Nice.
We might have to chug some mayonnaise today. That might be our only way to accomplish this. Playing Mario Party with the family? Which Mario Party? There is a right answer to that. Mass and hibachi. We have so many chores we have to do today. We gotta go grocery shopping. We gotta go pick up a gift for our sponsee. We have a house inspection. We only have Jamboree, and yes, I know my mistake. At least you know, right? At least you know you made the mistake. Alright. We're tired. Time to chug some more churros. Where to go? Did I somehow eat all 3 churros? Okay, can I eat the mayonnaise? Will the mayonnaise give me strength? It does not let you eat mayonnaise, and that is why Stardew Valley will always be the better game, because Stardew Valley allows you to chug mayonnaise like your life depends on it. And this one does not. Alright, well I guess we're out of stamina for the day, so we'll plant the rest of the flowers tomorrow. And I guess we'll cook the eggs into something so that we can get stamina to do the things. You can eat everything in Stardew, you can. I'm pretty sure you lose friendship points though if people watch you chug mayonnaise. I'm pretty sure you lose friendship points over that. Which is, it is fairly realistic, I feel like. I feel like if you were eating mayonnaise out in public, people would give you the side eye, so...
There.
I'm missing a chicken again. Well, of course you gotta eat it with the jar. You need all the nutrients. Alright, boiled eggs.
Nice.
I will tell ya, mayonnaise is delicious. I try not to eat too much mayonnaise because it's terrible for you and high in calories, and I'm still trying to lose weight. But like, if there wasn't such a thing as health and humans didn't have to eat certain, like if you could just eat anything, I would definitely be one of those people. I could eat mayonnaise straight out of the jar. Like, grab a spoonful of mayonnaise and just lick it. Delicious. I'm not saying I do, I'm saying I could. But sadly, health. Mayonnaise tastes gross? No way. Mayonnaise is the best. However, mustard. Mustard is where it's at. Mustard is 0 calories. You can basically eat as much of it as you want with no consequence. Mustard is the weight loss hack. Mayo and Tabasco. I do love a good hot sauce. I am a fan of hot sauces as well. Though I like Chipotle Cholula is probably my favorite hot sauce just for flavor. Alright, let's eat the egg. Give me a little bit of stamina. It's not great, but it should be enough to at least get our pumpkins going. There isn't a bunch in Europe. That's a shame. You guys need more hot sauce. Hot sauce is the ultimate weight loss hack. If you want to lose weight, learn to love some hot sauce. Because, like, things like ranch adds so many calories. You know what doesn't add calories? Hot sauce. You want your sandwich to be better? Don't put mayonnaise on it. Put hot sauce on it. You want your potatoes to be better? Don't put sour cream on there. Put hot sauce on there. Like, it is just the ultimate weight loss tool. Salsa also. You can put salsa on a lot of things. Spicy brown mustard is elite. All mustard is good. I can't think of a bad mustard, honestly. Alright, is my jewelry done being made yet? It should be done. There it is. Okay, so now with the jewelry, we should finally be able to turn in this quest. Honey dill sauce. Got 5, got that. Okay, so yes, we got enough. Let's go turn in our quests. Generic mustard. I love some just like Heinz generic yellow mustard from like the dollar store. Yes, please. I will drink that raw. That stuff is delicious. It's tangy, it's zesty, it's low calorie. Yes, please. Alright, so who are we turning these quests into? Her. I believe she's up in the bazaar area already. She is. Okay. I abused cocktail sauce too much. Yes, here, you can have all the materials, even though this person's like, hey, can you do me a favor? And then asked for like $10,000 worth of materials. Like, that's not a favor. She's taking advantage of my kindness. What a jerk.
How nice.
Alright, there's a new person here. I need to give a few more gifts. Who is the new person in this area? It says there's someone I haven't met yet. Who haven't I met yet? Is it you? No? You're a random NPC. Who are you? No, random NPC.
Very good.
Where's the person I haven't met yet? I met you. Oh wait, you wanted me to get animals, right? So I should have finished your quest.
Yo.
Perfect.
Thank you. Get me wrong.
Barn renovations. Excellent. Is it you? No? I don't know where this person is that I haven't met yet. Well, they must not be important. That's 2 quests done. I need to give a few more gifts still to get other stuff done. I need 1 silver for him. I need some fish. I need to find Kev. I need to go give that kid gifts as well, because he needs to give me my bug catching rod. So I missed a whole season of bugs due to not having a high enough friendship with him. Which I don't know why the game is encouraging me to make friendships with little kids, but apparently it's super important for the story. I gotta check something really quick, bear with me. Alright. I'm hoping the home inspector guy will come by and text me soon that he is dropping by, because they did some plumbing work on the house. I said an inspector has to come approve it, but like they just said he will call when he's coming, and it's like that's not helpful. I can't just sit around my house all day. So I'd like for him to text me. No, they just gotta approve the plumbing work that we've done. Summer brings hurricanes, winter brings blizzards. These storms can damage your crops, flower beds, and mushrooms if you're not prepared. Make sure to stay tuned to the radio forecast. There's a pet thing. Pet show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. There's a hurricane for summer 6. Okay, so we need to start prepping some windscreens for the hurricane, or bring all of our crops in. just a casual hurricane, you know, no big deal.
Oh, cute.
All the toilet paper and water. I do not miss the COVID hoarding. I do remember when COVID was first hitting, I would always stop by Fred Meyer on my way, because I had to go up to Portland for work, so I'd always stop by the big Fred Meyer up there and look for hand sanitizer, masks, soap, toilet paper, all those sort of things. Alright, my flowers should be ready before the hurricane hits, so we're not going to need too much prep. But my watermelons and pumpkins are going to be in danger, so... We need a better watering can. This is eating up way too much stamina. I can't do anything else because it's eating all the stamina up. However, it is about time for me to stop streaming because I got some chores to do. I gotta make sure the garage is ready for this guy to come do stuff. So let's save and end our stream here. It's a good place as any, I feel like. Let's end with our prayer as always. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for this blessed day. Thank you for all that you do for us. Lord, help us all to grow closer to you on this Good Friday, to really take home to heart the meaning of Jesus' sacrifice, to understand what it means to give ourselves wholeheartedly to your plan, to your beginning, to what you want for us. Help us to avoid all sins and temptation, and help us to love you in a new way in this coming year past Easter. We pray for an end to war. We pray that all politicians make better and smarter decisions for the whole world. We pray for those who don't have enough food, water, shelter, whatever it is they're lacking. Lord, help them. We pray for the new catechumens who are coming into the church this Easter, who are going to be officially brought into the life of the church and the body of the church. Lord, help them to stay firm to their resolutions and grow this coming Easter season as well. And finally, as a special intention, we pray for all the souls in purgatory, all the souls who have been forgotten, all the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone, that does it for me. We'll be streaming again on Monday. For all the new people here, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to subscribe so you can catch me on Monday. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 a.m. Pacific time to 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll usually release videos about World of Warcraft or retro games or Helldivers. So if you're into any of those, you should see those coming as well. I also do tons of hobbies, photography, board games, all that. So there is plenty of content for you. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me today. Go and have a good Friday. And again, we will see you on Monday. Hi, Blank. Sorry, I just saw you posted a message. Hello. You joined right at the end.